LeBron once again complains and blames somebody else for his loss. He blames other people, blames the refs. When does LeBron not blame other people after their loss to the Denver Nuggets when the Denver Nuggets now go up in the series 2-0? Let's discuss LeBron James' comments after the game today on the Coach Steve Show. So the other night, the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James lose to the Denver Nuggets after blowing a 20-point lead to be behind in the series 2-0. After the game, the reporters asked LeBron how heartbreaking or how tough of a loss is this. LeBron had comments and said basically, it's tough, but then said, I'm very upset with the instant replay, with the officiating. He saw what happened, I think, in the 76ers game. He says, what are we doing? I don't understand it. It's very frustrating. And then he puts the microphone down and walks off. This is not unnormal behavior we have seen from LeBron James. He has constantly put the pressure on other people. He has constantly blamed others. And you're going to sit there and complain about the refs. Now, I know he didn't quite come out and say blaming the refs for the loss, but he is hinting at it when he doesn't answer the question, talks about this missed replay call, and then puts the microphone down and walks off the court. The instant replay that he's referring to is there was a foul called. This person went to block the shot, arm was here, and at the very last moments came down, hit a guy in the face. They reviewed it and said it wasn't a foul. How did they come to this decision? To me, it could have been a foul, but I think it's because of how late the arm comes back down and hits the Laker player in the face. Refs are human beings. They get calls wrong. Now they have instant replay. Instant replay, especially in the NBA, changes the look of it. And so when it changes the look of it, they have to go with it, right? And they have other people looking at it besides just them. Kind of like in pro sports, and we always think of the NFL with replays. They're talking to somebody, they're telling them the rules, telling them what they see, and they change the call. You don't have to like it, but LeBron, let's be real here. You and the Lakers gave up a 20-point lead to the Denver Nuggets. That one specific play does not dictate the game. You gave up a 20-point lead. You are supposed to be the ultimate greatest basketball player, and according to his fans, the greatest athlete we have ever seen. You are God back on earth. And you gave up a 20-point lead. You cannot allow that to happen if you are that good. And I can already hear it. Kobe probably gave up leads. Michael Jordan probably gave up leads. Go back and look at the 90s. Blah, 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 blah. Now they'll put the pacifier back in because they're a bunch of babies, just like LeBron James. LeBron, there's a lot of issues that I have with this. One of the big ones I have is you are always putting the blame or the pressure on somebody else, and you're supposed to be the best ever. You blaming the refs is not a good look. You complaining about this is not a good look for you. I don't know what you planned to accomplish this. Do you want the replay to go away? Are you talking about their job? You are a huge baby, LeBron James. You always have, and you always will. This is why your kid is transferring, and everybody claims that his son, Bronny James Jr., whatever, can play in the NBA. He averaged like 4 points a game in college. And I cannot stand his game fits better into the NBA. What in the hell are you talking about? How does averaging 3 to 4 points a game make you ready for the NBA where you are going to play against the best of the best? When you were at USC, teams you play will have like 1 to 2 good players, but you're going to see more. I don't get it. Another thing, LeBron, that I have a real problem with is you are supposed to be a role model. Do you realize what is going on in high school sports? We have a ref shortage. And the things I have seen over the years is kids complaining more and more and more to refs and umpires. Want to know why they do that? Number one, they are mimicking what others do. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I have had disagreements with refs. I've had disagreements with like certain umpires or whatever you want. I have scaled it back because when you take a step back and think about it, we cannot have games without the refs. It doesn't happen. So you being a role model and these kids watching you being able to complain about the refs night in and night out and then do it at your press conference, they are going to mimic you and they're going to think it's okay. Well, LeBron James did it, so that means I can do it. So then us as coaches, when we get these players, they're going to continue this act and complain to the refs because their hero, the greatest player they have ever seen, is able to complain about these refs. You always need something else to blame or put it on somebody else other than yourself. You need to start taking responsibility and just go up there. Why even bring it up? Nobody asked you this question. Go up there, do your little press conference, go back to your money because you're playing a game where us people out here are grinding it out, working from 6 a.m. and not getting home till 8 p.m. And you're playing a game making millions of dollars. I'm not going so far as saying shut up and dribble, but I'm getting to that point. He can have opinions, he can have his own thoughts. He is a human being. But this platform using for political stuff from him has gone out of control. This platform of him to complain about refs under control. Let's see you go ref a game. What about the wide open three you missed that could have really put the game out? Where you shoved off with your shoulder, guy goes flying. Here, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow and rate on Apple and iTunes as well. It helps go a long way. We are going to share this picture. I love this meme. Love it. Let me get a better one here for you guys watching on YouTube. We're going to go to share screen. Here, this is better. There's this picture. Jordan would have made the shot, BTW, by the way. Wide open three. Shaquille O'Neal came on his show and said that Kobe Bryant's made that shot lots of times. Lots of times. So you're going to blame the refs, but you miss a wide open three that could have done it. But you're supposed to be the greatest of all time, man. Like, you're supposed to sweep the Nuggets, don't you know? Don't you know? I don't know where these thoughts come from. He blames other people all the time. Michael Jordan would not have gone up there and done that. Like, the right answer would have been, it's a tough loss, especially when you give up a 20-point lead. You know, we didn't make enough shots. We weren't playing the best defense and everything else. It's this type of behavior that we're seeing that is making the NBA ratings plummet. I don't watch NBA. Like, I try to keep up with the Bulls. I've been to a Bulls game this year, but I do not watch the NBA. And this is part of it. Do your job. And that's why you could sit there and say, Steve, you're kind of like the people that tell him to shut up and dribble. I'm just talking about doing your job. Human error from refs is part of the game, and that's what makes it so more challenging. Learn to adapt and overcome situations. Take it from me. I tell the kids all the time, don't run from something. You ever seen the video of Kirby Smart that says, don't be a blame guy? Like LeBron, don't be a blame guy. The ref, that call is not the reason why you lost the game. The reason why you guys lost the game is because you gave up a 20-point lead and just didn't know how to keep it going. Like, are you kidding me? You're going to sit there and blame somebody else? Like, I don't I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Make that 3 to put yourself up, but you're not clutch. You've never been clutch. The clutch is this would have been a moment where I could have been a LeBron fan, but the fans have deterred me away from it so much. Was that when he scored 25 straight points against the Pistons many, 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 many years ago when he was with Cleveland the first time. That was awesome. That was amazing. I think there was a game against the Boston Celtics, maybe, or maybe something like that, where he's like, I had that look. You've seen the picture, he has the death look. Yeah, that's awesome. But definition of clutch, you would have made that shot because you're supposed to be the greatest thing we have ever seen. You are God. You are Jesus coming back. Stop blaming the refs. Stop blaming the instant replay. I personally don't like the instant replay in the NBA because it takes away from some of it. And even in the NFL at times. But guess what? Instant replay in NFL gets there's going to never be a perfect thing. This is what's great about sports. It puts you in situations to fight over adversity, whether you like it or not. So now when we have our kids in basketball and football blaming the refs, yelling at the refs, there's a ref shortage. Stop yelling at the refs. Those refs were not out to get you. They are doing the job they are paid for. And they make way, 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 way less money than LeBron James. Way less money. And a lot of pressure to make these calls and determine this. It is things like this that are making the NBA ratings go down. Him blaming the refs and blaming other people, being the big crybaby that he is. Suck it up. Fight over it. Overcome it. Okay, I don't like this call. I don't agree with it. They're doing the job. They're doing the best they can. We need to adapt this, and we should not give up a 20-point lead and lose to the Denver Nuggets like this. That's what should happen. But LeBron wants to take the path of least resistance and get pressure off him and play the narrative like he always has. Always has. This is just his repeated pattern, right? I can't, and I've said this a lot. I have episodes on this where I've said this a lot. I can't stand it. And it's a big part of why I stopped watching the NBA. It's gone down each and every year. When Kobe Bryant retired, it really went down. I tried to watch Jimmy Butler. I would assume a big fan of it in the Bull, like that type of stuff. Tried to understand, I keep up with who wins and loses and, but my goodness gracious, LeBron, you need to be a role model for these younger athletes and show them to not complain and learn to fight and overcome. And you being a baby and complaining and walking, storming off the court. Yeah. No, I don't think any athlete or coach likes those press conferences because it's the same questions over and over again and it's repeating yourself. But guess what? That's part of the gig. I would switch spots with you to make that money to do that. I would switch in a heartbeat and say exactly what I could say and that there's no way we should give up that lead, but you are going to do things different. You're going to use your platform to push your political ideology towards people. And for some of it, you have been wrong and spread, if we want to talk about spreading disinformation and all this stuff, if you're big on that, you've put things out there that are wrong and, have said things and then you'll push it off and, oh, well, maybe I should have been more educated. You think you should have been more educated there, LeBron? Stop using this to complain about refs. Stop using your platform to use your politic ideas. Let people think for themselves and be a damn role model for these kids. So us high school coaches that are actually grinding to earn our pennies on the dollar to not have to deal with these kids complaining to the refs over and over and over and over and over again because people like you go up there and do it. Grow up, learn how to fight and overcome. You're playing a game. Suck it up and get over it. And don't put that stuff, don't do that again. LeBron will never watch this, and I don't care. It's done. I hope he retires and we never have to deal with this again because I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of the whole NBA when you watch, they complain about every single call. And these kids see it at a young age and they'll act like this in high school and not even know why. Well, it's because they're seeing it over and over and over again. These guys can complain all the time. So they're just going to do it. Some are going to realize what they're doing. Some are just going to do it. And we have to deal with it. We get the aftermath of it. But he don't care. As long as his 4-point averaging college playing son is going to make it to the NBA and he can play with him in the NBA. And he's an NBA player. Like, his game is more for the NBA scoring forward. Kendrick Perkins and them can shut up. I don't know how they have a job in sports. I don't understand where the thoughts come from of him, his son, able to play in the NBA because he averaged 4 points or 6 points, wherever it was. Really don't care. And he couldn't even, like, if he was that good, shouldn't he have led USC to a better place this year? Oh, well, then he's not going to. We totally support him going into the transfer portal. And if he doesn't go to the NBA, to go somewhere where he'll only go somewhere if he can be a leader and all that stuff. Give me a break. Like, this has gone long enough. The days where I don't have to hear or see LeBron in the news and all that stuff will be just the biggest Christmas birthday present all wrapped up in one. Like, it's enough. Enough's enough. That's my quick rant episode and my old man get off my lawn type of thing. But I'm just tired of it, and I hope other people feel the same. And I do not care. Comment on here. Let's go at it. Comment about LeBron James. Let's do this. I want you to leave as many comments. And if you agree with me, agree with me. If you disagree with me, let's do this. Like, I'm just sick of it. There's the rant episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow and rate on Apple and iTunes. Leave a review. Greatly appreciated. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. If I get to 800 reviews, I do have a book out, and you could check it out. It's on Amazon. So you want to be a football coach. If I get to a certain amount of subscribers, I will give away 2 free copies. Follow at Coach_Steve72 on Twitter, the Coach Steve Show on Twitter, Coach Steve72 on Instagram, Coach Steve72 on TikTok. While we have it, because it's going to be banned. Right when I was starting to get some views, it's going to be banned. But if you could do that for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching or listening. See you next time.
Mm-hmm.